Welcome to Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This video is on your NXT takeover video, the event prior to WrestleMania. Well, guess who made a debut in NXT? Formerly in TNA, Impact Wrestling, Drew Galloway, formerly known as Drew McIntyre. Show you a picture of it. It's worth noting that Galloway was referred to by the name he used in WWE when he was on the main roster, Drew McIntyre. Drew first signed in WWE back in 2007 and last worked for the company in 2014 in June. Performing in the 3MB stable with Heath Slater and Jinder Mahal, Galloway has worked for many top indie promotions since leaving WWE, including Impact Wrestling. Galloway, a former TNA World Heavyweight Champion, announced in February that he was leaving the company. WWE NXT TakeOver Orlando kickoff the pre-show. Opened live from a sold-out Amway Center in Orlando with Charlie Caruso. She was joined in by Desmond Wolfe, formerly of TNA and Ring of Honor, Nigel McGuinness, and Sam Roberts. They hyped the show and billed it as the most anticipated takeover yet. Charlie talked about the energy backstage. We see a video of Ember Moon arriving earlier. NXT Women's Champion Asuka, Shinsuke Nakamura, and NXT Champion Bobby Roode, also shown arriving from earlier. We go to Kayla Braxton outside the arena with a bunch of excited fans. We see a video of Sanity attacking No Way Jose at WrestleMania 33 Access earlier in the day. Jose was taken away on a stretcher by paramedics. Nigel said that he spoke with NXT General Manager William Regal earlier, and Jose has not been cleared to wrestle. Roger Strong, Ruby Riott, and Ty Dillinger can either compete in a handicap match or find a partner. Nigel says that they are looking for a partner right now. We got hype for tonight's NXT Tag Team title match and plugs for the WWE Network. Before going to a break, they come back with a promo for Aleister Black's debut versus Andre Cien Almas from 205 Live. Charlie gives praise to the former Tommy End. Sam mentioned knowing Black as Tommy End. Nigel talked about meeting Black back in 2005. Nigel knows he's a very dangerous man. We get a promo for tonight's women's NXT title match. We'll come back to Billie Kay and Peyton Royce on the panel. They crack jokes on Charlie and talk about how they want Ember's Eclipse band. More antics from Billy and Peyton before they start on Asuka. We'll get another break and then come back to the final discussion before the show. They also plugged the WrestleMania 33 card on the network. Charlie leads us to a video package for the main event, and that's it for the pre-show. NXT Orlando opened up from the Amway Center with Triple H in the ring under a spotlight. He said, "Tonight is our night. Tonight we make history, determine our fate, and show the world why we are NXT. And tonight we are home." We cut an opening video package live with Tom Phillips, Percy Watson, and Nigel McGuinness. They hype tonight's show, and we go right to the ring. Sanity versus Roger Strong, Ty Dillinger, Ruby Riott, and Cassius Ohno. Sanity is out first with Eric Young, Nikki Cross, Killian Dane, and Alexander Wolf. The announcers talk about how No Way Jose has not been cleared due to the access attack from Sanity. Ty Dillinger was out first for his team. Ruby Riott was out next. They wait, heading to the ring all together. The music hits and out comes their partner, found at last minute, Cassius Ohno. Babyface hit the ring and both teams brawl. Ohno sends Dane out. Things calm down. We get the bell as Cross and Ruby go at it to start the match. Nikki unloads it, but Ruby turns it around. Wolf tags in. Ruby looks at him and tags Ohno. Wolf dances around until Ohno floors Wolf with an elbow. Ohno goes at it with Wolf and drops him, and gets a 2 count. Ohno works Wolf's arm over and goes for another pin attempt. Wolf turned it around after a distraction. Then Young tagged in, and they double-teamed Ohno. Wolf ended up coming back in, but misses an elbow. Strong tags in and unloaded on Wolf. Strong knocks Young off the apron and goes back to work on Wolf. Dane also got knocked off. Strong slams Wolf and then Young with a backbreaker. Strong keeps control of Young and Wolf. Dane also eats an E. The numbers catch up as Wolf turns Strong inside out. Dane is in next. He keeps control of Strong before EY tags back in. As EY comes off the second rope and covers for a 2 count, Wolf tags back in for a bit of double teaming. Sanity keeps control until Ty comes in and decks EY. Fan chant for Ty as EY goes back to work on Strong and then knocks Ty off the apron. Strong tries to fight back, but Young cuts him off. Young drops Ono on the apron next. Strong looks to make a comeback with a forearm shots, but EY drives him back into the corner. Dillinger finally gets a hot tag and unloads on Sanity. They clear the ring and drop Wolf with a big DDT as the fans pop. Ruby comes in and stops Nikki from nailing Dillinger. Ty goes to the top for a crossbody on Wolf. Then a dive to the floor on EY. Dane comes from behind and nails Ty as the crowd boos. Strong nails him, but Wolf clubs him from behind. Ono runs the ropes but lands on his feet as Wolf moved. Ono drops Wolf on the floor. Dane floored Ono on the floor. Ruby run the ropes and for a dive, but Nikki stopped her. Ruby took Nikki down and unloaded on her. They tumbled to the floor together. Ty and EY re-enter the ring. Ty mounted EY in the corner as the fans count to 10 with him. Ty then dropped EY again and super kicked Dane for a 2 count. Ono takes Wolf out and hits him with a big elbow. Young immediately takes out Ono. EY goes for a finisher on Dillinger, but Strong hits a sick kick. Strong faces off of Dane. Fans chant for Strong. Nikki jumps on Strong's back. Ruby jumps on Dane's back. Ty pulls Ruby off Dane, but Ruby sends Nikki to the floor. EY takes out Strong on the floor. Nikki then drop kicks Ruby onto the floor. Dane turned around to Ty scooping him, but Wolf makes a save, stopping the tiebreaker. Dane scoops Ty and plants him in the middle of the ring for the pinfall. Winners of the match, Sanity. After the match, Sanity stood tall in the ring as the baby faces recover on the floor. Then we go to replay. Sanity poses together as we go to break. We see NXT champion Bobby Roode backstage with his title. His glorious title. Hall of Famers Edge and Beth Phoenix get a big pop as they are shown in the crowd. Aleister Black, the former Tommy End, versus Andrade Cien Almas. We go to the ring. Out comes Andrade. Aleister Black was out next for his big debut. Fans pop for the former Tommy End. Black makes his entrance and takes a seat in the ring as his music plays. Black scrambles to the corner to meditate and wait for the bell. Back and forth start as they go at it. Almost misses early on, and Black nails a kick. Almost shows off some, but ends up dumped over the top rope. Black runs the ropes, but almost gets to his feet. Black puts on the brakes and takes another seat in the middle of the ring to meditate. Almost comes in, and as Black tells him to get some, Black drops Almost with a strike and keeps him grounded. Almost turns it around and works Black over in the corner. Almost charged for an attack, but stopped. Yells in Black's face and then slaps him. Almost with more showing off and stalling as the crowd boos. Almost catches Black in an armbar and ends up keeping him on the mat with the arm locked in. Black broke it up, but Almost kept control. Black caught a big strike. Black with knees and more strikes. Almost ends up on the floor again. Black nails a nice moonsault from the corner to the floor. Black brought Almost back in as the fans chant for NXT. Black goes for the big boot, but Almost counters. Black rolled Almost up for a 2 count. Almost was forearm to the head and a boot to the face. Almost then gets dumped to the apron. Black stunned Almost, but Almost caught him in another arm bar on the ropes. Black blocked it. Almost goes to the top, but Black catches him in midair for barely a power bomb. Almost goes right to another submission on the arm. Black makes it to the ropes, and the hold is broken. Almost hooks over Black in the corner. Almost then charged, but Black moves, and he hits the turnbuckle. Black gets a 2 count off of that. Almost with another 2 count. Black blocked a kick, and back and forth action again. They kick each other to the mat at the same time. More back and forth action. Almost connected with an impressive kick to the back of the neck. Almost sends Black to the corner and charges with double knees. Almost goes for the DDT, but Black countered. Almost with a snap German suplex for a 2 count. Almost eats the jumping knees. Black with a boot and more offense as Almost goes down on his face. Black picks up the stun Almost and hits a big spinning kick to the face for the pinfall. After the match, Black stood tall and before taking another seat in the middle of the ring to meditate. We go to replays. We come back in an intense-looking Black staring off in the ring. Back for another break. We see Ember Moon backstage preparing for her title shot. Tom sends us to a video package for tonight's NXT Tag Team title match. Triple threat elimination match for the NXT titles. DIY versus Revival versus the Authors of Pain. We go to the ring. Out first comes Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder. Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa were out next. Hall of Famer Paul Ellering is out next with the NXT Tag Team Champions Akam and Razor. We see NXT General Manager William Regal in the ring. The referees take the titles from the Authors of Pain and hand them to a ringside staffer. Regal is then handed the new tag team title belts. The referee raises the new belts and they get a pop. All 3 teams face off as we wait for the bell. Revival and DIY turn to face the Authors. Bell rings and everyone goes at it. DIY grab a table and set it up early on at ringside. They go back to a cam. But he fights them off. Lots of back and forth between all 3 teams early on. Gargano gets a big Johnny Wrestling pop as he stands tall in the middle of the ring. Authors then use Gargano to take out Ciampa and one in the Revival. Fan chant, "This is awesome," as the Authors bring it to the ring. Reza talks some trash and stands over Gargano as fans boo. Authors keep control and go for another pin attempt. Akam puts Gargano in a rack and walks around with him. Fans rally for Gargano, but he's still in the hold. He tries to turn it into a pin attempt, but the hold is broken. Gargano ends up nailing an enziguri, but Akam stops him from tagging. Gargano then shoves Akam into a shot from Dawson on the floor. Ciampa finally gets the tag. He comes off the top onto Akam and Dex Rezar. Ciampa unloads on the champion and hits the snap German suplex. Ciampa with a second German on Akam as Ellering looks on. Ciampa then nails a big knee, but only gets 2 count. Ciampa continues battling the Authors and tries to put Rezar through a table from the apron. Gargano joins him, but Rezar hangs on. The Revival rushes Rezar and assists DIY on putting him through the table. Fans go wild. Akam ends up getting back and fighting off 4 opponents. Ciampa counters a powerbomb. Revival tag in and bring Akam down. Dawson applies a submission to Akam. Gargano comes in to break that up. But Dawson tells him he's got this. Gargano stops and thinks about it. Gargano then applies crossface to Akam to try and guarantee the submission. Rezar has made his way back in from the table bump. They try to hold him off, but he breaks the double submission and fans boo. Revival end up in the ring with Rezar. They double team him. Gargano enters the ring to join Dawson in doing the DIY double team finisher. Fans go wild as DIY and the Revival team up to take out the Authors. A big holy shit chant breaks out. The Revival and DIY face off in the middle of the ring. They start brawling as Ellering eggs them on. It comes down to Gargano and Dash going at it. They stop to nail a double dive on Akam and Rezar on the floor. Author huge spot. Another huge spot. Sees Dash nail a superplex from the top to the floor on top of everyone else. The crowd goes crazy and another holy crap chant starts out. And Dawson brings Ciampa in, but Reza tags himself in and floors Dawson. The authors grab Ciampa for the last chapter, and the pinfall and DIY are eliminated. Fans boo the elimination, and bullshit chants start up. Authors double team dash now. Revival fights off a double team and hit one of their own. They hit an assisted German suplex for a close 2 count. Authors turn it back around and go for the last chapter, but Dash stops it. This leads to a close 2 count by Dawson. Dawson gets dropped. The Authors hit power bombs on the Revival at the same time. They stand tall as fans boo. Dawson is beaten up and barely able to continue. Dawson gets a close 2 count on Reza out of nowhere. Authors ended up bringing the Revival back in and hitting the Super Collider for the win. Winners of the match, Authors of Pain. After the match, Ellering stands tall with a comp and Reza as they raise the new title belts. We go to replays. We get a promo for tonight's NXT Women's title match. Ember Moon versus Asuka. We go to ring. Out first comes undefeated Ember Moon. The undefeated NXT Women's Champion Asuka's out next. So we get a battle of the undefeateds. We get formal ring introductions from Mike Rome. NXT General Manager William Regal hands over the new women's title belt, and the referee raises it up. Bell rings, and they go back and forth start. They trade holds and takedowns. They do some taunting and intense back and forth early on. Asuka hits a hip attack, but Ember gets right back up. Asuka ends up hitting another hip attack. That sends Ember from the apron to the barrier. Asuka keeps control for a few minutes and goes for the Asuka lock early on. She can't get it as Ember nails a big forearm. Asuka goes to the floor. Ember springboards from the corner and splashes Asuka onto the floor. Ember brings her back in and looks to go for the Eclipse, but Asuka stops her. Asuka unloads and hits a Shining Wizard for a 2 count. Asuka then with kicks while Ember is on her knees. Asuka keeps control and takes Ember to the mat with a hold. Ember powers up, but Asuka jumps on her back and brings her back to the mat. Ember starts fading at one point, but she manages to bring them both down. Asuka misses a hip attack and pays for it. They both go down again. More back and forth. Ember with a head scissor. Ember goes on and hits a drop kick, but Asuka comes right back. Ember knees her and hits a fallaway slam. Ember keeps the offense going until Asuka catches her with a big German suplex from the ropes. Asuka gets a 2 count. Fans dueling chants as they unload on each other. Ember drops Asuka with a forearm, but she gets right back up. Ember hooks Asuka's leg and suplexes her on her head for a close 2 count. Ember goes to the top for the Eclipse. Asuka cuts her off and climbs up. Ember counters and plants Asuka on her face. Ember goes for the Eclipse, but Asuka pushes the referee into the ropes, causing Ember to fall. Asuka nails a kick to the head and covers for the win. Winner of the match, Asuka. After the match, Asuka stands tall with her new title belt as the referee checks on Ember. We go to replays. We come back to Asuka celebrating. Match commercial. And by the way, Asuka is supposed to be making her debut. And she's been doing live events with the main roster. And they go to a commercial. From the break, they show Drew Galloway sitting at ringside. Like I showed you earlier. At the beginning of the video, we got a promo for tonight's main event. NXT title match, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Bobby Roode. So they're immediately going to put Drew, my guess, Drew versus the winner of this match. We go to the ring. Out comes Shinsuke Nakamura to a big pop. He makes his cool entrance. Piano starts playing next to begin another glorious introduction for the NXT champion, Bobby Roode. We get formal ring introductions before they start the match. Regal comes in and hands over the new NXT title belt, and it's raised by the referee. Fans are riled up with dueling chants before the belt even hits. They lock up and test each other to start. Roode with a few holds. Nakamura tries some mind games early on, but Roode just laughs at him. They finally go at it, back and forth. Nakamura with a knee to the gut. They end up on the floor early on. They come back in, and Nakamura thrusts Roode in the gut. Nakamura looks to suplex Roode from the ring to the floor, but Roode fights him off and hits a drop kick. They fight from the floor back into the ring, and Rude takes control. Rude works Nakamura in the corner and talks some trash. Rude with a big clothesline in the corner. Rude goes for a neck breaker and hits it and only gets a 2 count. Rude keeps control and beats Nakamura around. Fans do dueling chants as Rude has Nakamura grounded in the middle of the ring. Nakamura finally makes a comeback and nails Rude with a kick. Nakamura places Rude on the top rope and runs with high knees. Nakamura sends Rude to the floor with a drop kick. Nakamura keeps control and brought it back in the ring for a 2 count. Rude blocked a big suplex attempt and worked on the neck. Nakamura kicked Rude, but Rude comes right back with a big clothesline. Both men go down. Both more back and forth for a minute or two. Rude avoids a Kinshasa and takes out the knee. Rude focuses on the knee now. Nakamura keeps trying to get a comeback, but Rude keeps working on the knee. Nakamura catches Rude out of nowhere for a submission, but Rude fights him. Nakamura keeps trying for the submission. Nakamura gets the armbar applied before it's broken. Nakamura finally gets some offense in on Rude. Rude turns it around, but Nakamura nails him with kicks. Rude counters and drops Nakamura over his knees for a close 2 count. More back and forth and close calls. Rude avoids Kinshasa by going to the floor. They come back in and Rude nails the glorious DDT for a 2 count. More dueling chants from the crowd. Rude ends up going to ringside and grabbing the timekeeper's belt. He brings it in, but the referee, Drake Wirtz, warns him. Drake takes the bell from Rude. Rude walks into a shot from Nakamura. Nakamura hits the exploder. Nakamura charges with the Kinshasa, but Rude catches him with a spinebuster for a really close 2 count. Fans chant this is awesome. They continue to go at it and trade close calls. Nakamura hits the knees to the face at one point instead of the Kinshasa. Rude kicked out at 2. The finish saw Rude hit a glorious DDT out of the corner for the win. Winner is still NXT champion Bobby Roode. After Bell, Rude took his title, celebrated in the corner. We go to replays as Nakamura recovers. We come back to Rude raising the NXT title on the stage. He yells about how this is his NXT and we should learn to love it. Takeover goes off the air. Okay, the April 12th WWE NXT episode is set to be a major episode as the main event will feature NXT in-ring return of Drew McIntyre as Galloway worked the tapings at Full Sail University this coming week after Raw and SmackDown. As they do, I think they will finish off the month of April. April 12th episode will also see Aleister Black and Dylan Miley make their Wednesday night debuts. Black made his takeover debut in Orlando with a win over Andre Almas. He will team with Corey Hollis to face Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano in next week's show. The 6'3", 285-pound Miley is known for his large hands. He signed in late 2013 and has worked less than a dozen live event matches since then. The April 12th episode will see Miley team with an unknown wrestler to face Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. As it was reported a while back, the WWE officials saw a lot of potential in the former bodybuilder. The former Kimber Lee is also set to make her TV debut on the April 12th episode. She wrestled Ruby Riott at the tapings, and it was announced her real name, Kimberly Frankiel. And that concludes my results for NXT TakeOver Orlando. Thanks, guys. Peace out. See what I want to be. If you don't know, just comment, brothers and sisters.